The largest expansion in Magic Kingdom's history is about to get underway, as well as some news out of EPCOT and Magic Kingdom regarding two very popular attractions. What's up YouTube? Drew here. Today we have some breaking news for Walt Disney World as Disney can now move forward with construction on the new Cars area and Villains Land at Magic Kingdom, as well as some very exciting news regarding virtual queues for Cosmic Rewind and Tiana's Bayou Adventure. So with that being said, let's get to it. First up, I want to talk about Magic Kingdom as the news that we just got regarding the largest expansion in Magic Kingdom's history is very significant and will now allow for construction to start on this area as soon as Disney wants to, which lines up with what we've seen since last August when this project was first announced. So a quick refresher, back in August, Disney announced that Tom Sawyer Island and the Rivers of America are going to be replaced by this all new Cars area with two new attractions and Villains Land also with two major attractions. And at first, when Disney first submitted their plan to start construction on this area, the South Florida Water Management District did not approve that permit at first due to the wildlife and water displacement that's going to change in Magic Kingdom with the removal of the Rivers of America and Tom Sawyer Island. And in recent months, we really have just been waiting on Disney to submit their updated plan, basically acknowledging and addressing all of the issues that the state of Florida found in the original plan. And then Disney submitted that updated plan. And like I said, for a few months, we really have just been waiting on Florida to respond either with the approval or another denial, basically saying, hey, you guys need to do even more. But the news that we just got is that the state of Florida and the South Florida Water Management District have now approved Disney's updated permit. So now at any point, we can basically get backstage work starting for this new Cars area in Villains Land, which would start construction on this area, as well as a closure date for Tom Sawyer Island and the Rivers of America, which could also come at any point. Disney legally could not move forward with starting work on this project until the permit was approved, but now that that's approved, there's nothing holding this project up anymore. And also back in August, when this project was first announced, Disney said that they wanted to start construction, basically revving everything into high gear on this Cars area in Villains Land in early 2025. And as we are approaching spring break and Easter, I think that this is the perfect time to get all of this work into place and then announce when Tom Sawyer Island and the Rivers of America are going to be closing. So I will be keeping you guys up to date on all of this Magic Kingdom expansion news. So if you aren't already, make sure to follow me over on Twitter at DrewDisneyDude, as that's where I posted this news last night with all of you that it was approved. And then going forward, as we get more information, I'll be sharing that with all of you over there. Now, some of you are probably thinking, I'm sad to see Tom Sawyer Island and the Rivers of America close. How are talking cars going to fit into Frontierland? And that is very valid feedback that I have seen from a lot of people. But over recent months, this is a project that I have put a ton of thought into. Originally, I was against it and I had that same reaction. But once I put a lot of thought into it as, why is Disney doing this? And how is this going to be good for Magic Kingdom? That's where I started to come around to it. And I think the big thing here that I'm looking forward to is that this is taking us outside of Radiator Springs. So this isn't just a clone of what we're seeing over at Cars Land at California Adventure at Disneyland. This is all 100% original story inside of the world of Cars. So yes, it is an IP, and everything Disney does now is IP. There's no denying that. But there's a lot of effort with these Imagineers wanting to tell an original story under the limits that they have, if that makes sense. So I am getting national park vibes from this new area, going outside of Radiator Springs. Originality, I'm a big fan of that. We have confirmation that we're getting waterfalls, geysers, mud holes, this off-road terrain rally race style ride, I think is going to be very fun. And if they do a great job of incorporating this attraction with the natural environment around it, with all the rock work and theming, obviously this is going to be something that families love and that kids love and adds capacity to Magic Kingdom. That's why I'm calling it an expansion. Well, it's not necessarily a land expansion, it's an expansion in just about every other way, from capacity to attraction lineup to shopping, dining, walkways. Everything else is an expansion. Now, with Villains Land, this is something that people have been talking about for probably longer than I have been alive. I'm turning 23 in August, and I feel like this has been talked about for over 20 years at this point. But for Villains Land, all we really know is that this is going to feature 2 grand attractions Disney has said officially, with the appearances by the villains, shopping and dining, all the basics that you get from a land. But what I am looking forward to most with this land is that you're going to walk past Haunted Mansion, with the spooky vibes in Liberty Square, and then that's where you're going to have the grand reveal of whatever the final product of Villains Land turns out to be. This one piece of concept art that we have right now for Villains Land is very early blue sky concept, so when you're looking at this concept art, that is not exactly what we're going to be getting. My hope is that whenever we have Destination D23 this August out here at Walt Disney World, that's where we get an updated aerial concept art piece with the Cars area and Villains Land showing exactly what this transformation of Magic Kingdom is going to look like over the next 5 years. This also makes Magic Kingdom unique in a sense to where if you look at all the other castle parks around the world for Disney parks, they all have the island and the riverboat. But this actually makes Magic Kingdom unique, which I think is pretty cool. And also the fact that Magic Kingdom is the most popular, most visited theme park in the world. And when you bring in 2 incredible IPs like Cars and Villains, people are going to love this. The general Disney audience is going to love this. So I do look forward to following this project come to life over the next 5 years. And I'll be covering all of that for all of you. So permit approved, construction starting soon over at Magic Kingdom. And the other breaking news that we just got, I think a lot of us would agree on much more than the replacement of Tom Sawyer and the Rivers of America, is virtual queues are ending at Walt Disney World as of February 25th. So February 24th will be the final day that you have to wake up early at 7 a.m. The stress of getting a virtual queue for both Tiana's Bayou Adventure at Magic Kingdom and Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind over at EPCOT. As of February 25th, you can walk up to these attractions, jump in the standby line whenever you want to, and also ride multiple times if you want to. Now, with Lightning Lane Multipass for Tiana's Bayou Adventure, that's not changing. The attraction is still going to be included as a part of Lightning Lane Multipass, and for Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind, that's still going to be available for the Lightning Lane Single Pass. So nothing is changing there. Just the fact that if you want to jump in line whenever you want to, go on multiple times to try to get a different song or a song that you've never got before, well, you can do that for Cosmic Rewind. And for me, as a huge fan of Tiana's Bayou Adventure, I can't wait to go on this attraction more at nighttime, during Happily Ever After, and just seeing the beautiful environment of Magic Kingdom at night. So I am a massive fan of getting rid of virtual queues. Me personally, I'm usually very open-minded and optimistic when it comes to Disney's parks. But I've never been a fan of virtual queues because when you have families spending thousands of dollars to be at the parks and you are making families jump through these hoops at 7 a.m. with lightning lanes and virtual queues, it just is very stressful. And when you're going on vacation, I don't think people really have wanted to feel that stress. But here we are, 5 years later since this system was introduced. And as of February 25th, we are going to have no virtual queues, no stress, which I think is fantastic. So let me know in the comments down below what you guys feel about this Magic Kingdom transformation and these virtual queues going away. I am always open to all of your thoughts as Magic Kingdom's transformation is going to be underway here very soon, as well as a ton of projects across Walt Disney World. So exciting times ahead, and I will see you all in my next video. Peace.